Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy almost Friday. It's an exciting time to be alive. It's an exciting time to be alive. So I'm going to give everyone a second to hop on, and I'm going to make sure I've got the post pulled up here of what we're going to be talking about on today's live video. If you are watching the replay, or if you are watching the replay over on YouTube, which I never say last names, so feel free to share questions, share struggles. So it does remain kind of anonymous because I put it on YouTube, yes, but no one knows who you really are because I just say your first name. So hi, Kristen. Good morning. Good morning. So share in the comments how you are feeling this morning. Let me know what's going on for you. Let me know how your day is going so far. For me, it is a very gloomy, rainy day in Texas. It's a very typical Texas winter day. Very rainy, very gloomy, very gross. I'm in the coziest of cozy sweaters. That's not very flattering because it's so large and thick. It's one of the most thick sweaters I have, but it's just so cozy. In that photo I posted this morning, I was like, I just want cozy vibes today. So thank you guys for joining me this morning. We will spend about an hour together as long as we have things to talk about. And I want to definitely look back. Last week, I asked you guys how you were feeling. How's your soul, your relationship, your business? And so many of you shared in the comments, and I want to be able to speak to those as well today. Good morning, Lorraine. Yay, yay, yay. Two of my favorite people in the planet are here today. So I want to be able to talk about those, share some of my thoughts, but then also be able to honor your guys' time as well. And then if you guys have questions, you can put them in the comments and we can riff on whatever you want today. I just have a podcast recording at 11, so in an hour, 57 minutes to be exact. So anyway, okay, so P.S. my glasses, people keep asking me about these on Instagram and everything. These are blue blockers. As you can see, the blue screens are reflecting off. So I'm trying to get better about eye health. I don't know about you guys. I think a lot of times we don't think long-term about our health. And something I've been really trying to focus on, especially this month, is I spend a lot of time looking at screens, whether it's my phone, my computer, obviously, or the TV as well. So I'm trying to wear these more and more often, and it helps to protect my eyes. I don't know, I really want to be able to see even into my old age. So hopefully this will help. Okay, so let's see here. So last week, what brands? These are Classy Network, Klassy. One of my girlfriends, Erin Porter, recommended them to me because it's this, she's so young. She's this 25-year-old hustling entrepreneur who created these blue blocking glasses, and she's killing it. And I love to support other women-owned businesses. So I got these. They were on Instagram. I think they were $45 or something. And they're really comfortable. So I don't know if you guys remember, I used to wear a pair that were a lot more yellow and they were clear around here. And they were I have a really big head. I don't know. If you get to know me, I have a lot of hair. I have a big ass head. And I used to wear these ones, but they were so tight on my skull, they hurt really, really bad. And so I would get headaches wearing them, which is what the hell is the point then? Hi, Mariah. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. So I wanted to be able to wear some that I can wear throughout my day, and they feel cute. They feel fun. They're, sassy and fun and whatever, festive, but they don't feel like they're giving me a headache because what the hell is the point? So, so as you guys are hopping on, feel free to share in the comments how you're feeling today. Let me know. Let me know if you have questions or struggles that you're currently going through. But I'm going to specifically address as well those who posted on the post last week, so I can make sure to share my thoughts there. So Kara had said that she's feeling a bit better. She was lit up about her launch, and then for some reason, after she got stuck feeling like she wasn't doing enough, she was feeling a little low today. She had said, I took a shower, brushed my teeth, and shaved. I have my little one who is sick today. What I'm currently excited about is the launch of my podcast, the investments that I'm making, the program that launches on December 1st, and for all of the incredible changes my husband and I have been making in our marriage. Femme Fatale has really helped with this. I'm also getting my nails done tonight. I'm seeing huge shifts in my mindset regarding my relationship and my finances. I hope that makes sense. So I had asked her, when she had shared that with me, I had asked her, can you take a bath instead of a shower? Can you slow down? Can you move slow through your morning? Can you do some yoga or meditation? What are you excited about in life and business? That has nothing to do with business. So the reason that I asked her this is because a lot of times when we get stressed out and we get burnt out and we get stuck, whether we're in a launch or we're in our day-to-day and we're running a business that we love, but we're having one of those really off days, one of my favorite things to do is take some time to move slow, tap in and tune in and be present and to do nothing that has to do with my business in that moment. So one of the things I asked my girls in my mastermind last week or the week before when we had our coaching call, I was asking them, like, what's something that you're passionate about in life right now that has nothing to do with your business, that you could just spend hours learning about? You want to divulge all of the information. You're so interested in this specific subject or topic or hobby or passion project. And how can you spend more time doing that? Because what's true is that what the excitement and the happiness and the fun that you're having in your life, right? It creates a very attractive aura, this like beautiful bubble of energy around us that people feel when they interact with us. When that is solid and that's lit up and we're excited and happy and high on life, that completely translates into the success in our business. I fully believe that, not only on, science, but also in my own personal experience. So something I love to do, especially in a launch, is if I'm feeling like I'm gritting and grinding and hustling and I'm doing all the things, I'm posting, I'm going live, I'm showing up, I'm talking about all the things, and I'm still feeling stuck and burnt out, I'm starting to exhaust myself, I literally will unplug from the launch and I will go do something that lights me up, something that just like lights my soul on fire. And that energy directly ripples into my business and my launch, and people feel that energy shift in me. Nobody wants to buy from someone who is desperate, burnt out, exhausted, stuck, because that energy is felt in the interaction with you when you're selling them the thing that you're selling them, right? Like if I'm burnt out and exhausted, you're not going to hire me as your coach, because why? I would A, teach you how to be burnt out and exhausted, and you don't want that. And B, you're going to feel it and you're going to be like, oh, I just don't feel like I would get the best from her. So it's my job, it's your job as the business owner to make sure you're making plenty, creating so much space in your life to do the things that you love that have nothing to do with your business. And sometimes, if you're working full time and you're building a business on the side, it might not be like where I can spend my entire 3 first hours in the morning moving slow and doing things that light me up. For you, it might simply be little things like going to get the coffee on the way to work, and that lights you up. It gives you like a little extra pep in your step to have that peppermint in your coffee, then drinking day old, like I'm drinking leftover from yesterday, like drip brew coffee. It might just be that, or it might be after your long work day before you plug into your business, it's taking a bath and having your essential oils and the salts and the crystals and the candles and just getting in this ambiance of like, I'm feeling so warm and cozy and nurtured and nourished and full. And that is the energy that you want to bring into your business, right? So where in your life can you slow down? And where in your life are you doing things that light you up that have nothing to do with your business? Super, super important. Let me know if you guys have questions on this. Good morning, Hannah. Good morning, Brittany. Yay, yay. Okay, so I just sprayed this all over my mouth. I was like trying to like be classy. Like, oh, it's so cute. Okay. Stephanie said, which P.S. in my coffee this morning, I have my Woke MCT oils. I have the Awakening blend, and I don't get paid to say that. I just freaking love them already. So, okay. Stephanie said, I'm having struggles with how to incorporate my MLM with my programs. And I asked her, you mean creating your own programs and incorporating your MLM into the programs, or having another revenue stream, okay? Because there's two different things. If you are in part of a network marketing company, you can have your own coaching, you can have your own practice, you can have your own business, and then your network marketing is another leg where they're two separate things, two different revenue streams, or you can have your own coaching and then you can have the product be involved in that. And she said, I'm creating my own programs and incorporating my MLM products. I'm a type A, and you talk about a checklist really hit home for me. Okay, so she's in one of my programs right now, and that's what she's referring to. So the thing about creating your own programs and bringing your MLM product into it is really thinking about the reasoning and the meaning and all of that behind it. So for example, when I was in network marketing, I just did network marketing. And then when I felt called out of it, I actually broke away completely. And I had nothing to do with that product anymore. Some of the clients I work with, and I've seen people do this before, where they sell a certain product through a network marketing company, and then they create programs that basically like the buying the product gets you into the program, or they have a program that you need the product for, and then they walk you through how to use it, and you kind of change your life that way, right? Different things. So Stephanie, for you, I would say it's really like thinking about, I would need to know so much more, but really just starting to think about like, what's the tangible end result? What's the why? Why would people take this program? Why do people need this product? What are the key pieces that you're currently seeing in your network marketing company that are missing that you want to teach? And how does the product fit into that, right? And what if people don't want the product? That's another thing I see. There are some people that want what you have to offer, but they want nothing to do with your product. So is there a way for them to still work with you that has nothing to do with the product, right? Are you a one-woman show, or do you have like 3 different options for people? And it's in launch seasons, it's focusing on one at a time. You never want it to be overwhelming for your customer. But for example, say that I sell oils, okay? I don't, but say I did. And I had it where you could either buy an oil kit to work with me, and you could buy your kit and you could have all the oils and whatever, and you could be in my self-love program, for example, or you could pay $150 and I take that money directly and you can learn the self-love protocols. You just wouldn't include the oils with them, or maybe you already have the oils at home, right? So for you, Stephanie, maybe you have a program and they have to buy something to get in, or they pay a certain fee and they get in and then they just aren't using the products. So thinking about those types of things are really important, and just thinking, what is it that you want people to walk away with? Whenever you're creating a program or an offer, it's so important to think about what is the desired end result that you're getting people to. What are they tangibly walking away with, right? What is the thing that they want more than anything? And that's your marketing piece, because you're selling the solution. You're selling what it is that they want. They don't care about the methodology. They don't care about the process. They don't care about the how. They don't necessarily care about what's included. They just want to know that you're going to get them to this end result. Now, of course, you can't make guarantees because it's about how they show up to it, but your intention with your offer is that they will have this when they leave your program. And maybe the product helps them get there, or maybe they don't use the product, maybe they have a different way. And just thinking about what makes sense for you. Because for network marketing and MLMs, the money is made in having a team. Remember that. I tried to do oils for a while, because I was like, oh, I use oils in my everyday. Why wouldn't I sell them? But the commission just doesn't make sense to incorporate it into what I'm doing. I would have had to build a team. And personally, for me, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Now, you do you. If that lights you up, do it. I love that. I literally work with girls in MLMs and I love them. But for me, the payoff didn't make sense. I was putting much more in and receiving very little in return. And when I realized that as a coach, and I can take home 100% of the profit, and then once I had a team, then it's paying them, but then it's taking the rest home, right? I realized like there was so much more potentiality there. So yes, you can have network marketing and you can have a coaching practice and do both. You can have just a network marketing company and do that. Or you can have a coaching practice and just do that. You just have to think about, where am I focusing, and making it super clear, like the difference for people. What's included, what's not, versus one or the other. Is this making sense? That is what I would say for that question. Okay, Kirsty said, I feel a bit heavy today. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, good morning. Kirsty says, I feel a bit heavy today. I'm missing my man. Thank you, military. Girl, I feel you. My business isn't growing the way that I wanted it to. My 4-year-old has chicken pox. My 7-year-old is lashing out with her attitude due to not seeing her dad enough. And I'm all out of wine. SOS. So I had told her, what are you excited about right now? What do you want to spend your time doing today? And she said, it's 5:30 p.m. in the UK. My mom's on her way to relieve me from my girls for a bit. So I'm going to head to the gym for some me time. Can't beat a workout after a tricky day. I'll then come home, see my girls before bedtime, then put some finishing touches on the content for next month's Members Academy. My work lights up my soul. So same thing as the first thing that I said in the very beginning of the video, Kirsty, what I was saying to Kara as well, is I love that, right? I love that your business lights you up, but what else in your life lights you up? If we spend 24/7 on our business, and that's all we ever think about, and it's all we pour our time and our energy into, personally, I don't believe that that is sustainable. In fact, I have seen that not be sustainable for me. So I think it's really important to have other things in your life, other passions, other hobbies, other things that make you happy, that energy that you create around that piece can flow into your business. I think that this allows us to be more creative. This allows us to be more lit up, more inspired. And in fact, when we're inspired and creative and in that feminine flow, you're able to create copy better. You're able to write sales pages. You're able to do sales calls easier because it's all intertwined and it's this beautiful energetic flow versus business, 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 go, 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 right? And for me personally, I hire coaches who I see living a life. What is their life like? What do they do with their free time? Are they with their man? Are they out with their kids? Are they out with their girlfriends? Are they at the coffee shop? Are they drinking a glass of wine at, happy hour? Like, what is it that they're doing? Are they on vacation? I hire people based on the experiences that they're living in their lives. So while, yes, you might be starting your business, and I'd be curious, I'd want to kind of pick your brain a little bit more as far as like, what is it that's not working in your business as far as it's not growing? You say it's not growing the way that you wanted it to. My biggest piece of advice there is keep going, figure out what's not working, hire someone that is where you want to be and have them help you find your process, but keep going. I was just talking to my husband about this morning. The difference between me and my business besties who all went through the same program 2 years ago, we all went through the same business course, and we went through it with hundreds of people. And the difference between us, and there's other people that are successful as well, but the difference between us and the people that fell off the face of the earth after that program is that we kept going. We kept going. We reshifted, we pivoted, we evolved, we grew, we hired coaches, we made investments, we took scary leaps, we threw stuff out, we figured out what our thing was, we tried things didn't work, we failed, we fell on our face, we made mistakes, we did it all, but we never gave up. And that's the most important thing, is do not give up 5 minutes before your miracle. One of my favorite types of women to help, although I love obviously all women, hi, so happy you're here. One of my favorite types of clients to serve is the client who is 3 feet from the top of the mountain. She's not necessarily at the bottom. She's been in the game for a while. She's built a social media presence. People know who she is. She's figured stuff out. She's made a lot of mistakes, but she's making money. And she's 3 feet from the top of the mountain, and she's ready to give up. She's exhausted. She's seen success, but, she just isn't feeling it. She's seen success, but she's like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. She's seen success, but she's like, I just don't know how much longer I can do this. I'm not enjoying my success. And I help her keep going. I help her scale it. I help her grow it. I help her find sustainability in that. I help her find her like longevity in her business. So my advice to you is to keep going, figure out what's not working, try new things, shift things around, hire a coach, find support, and do things differently so that you can get to where you want to go, but do not give up. Do not give up. 98% of people give up. 98. That's why they say most entrepreneurs aren't successful, because you give up before you even get started. Sure, the time doesn't matter. Yes, I fully believe like time is an illusion anyway. What the fuck is time anyway? But people have to know who you are. You need to build like, know, and trust and credibility and consistency. And people need to start to know you. People need to start to feel you. They need to trust you. And that shit takes a minute. Trust the process. Do not give up. When you literally can lean back and you can be like, I'm fucking in this forever. Like, I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not worried about it. If success is inevitable, if I knew in my lifetime that by the time I hit the ground and I'm dead in my grave, depressing but true, by the time I get there, if I knew I would have success on infinite levels, success I never even dreamed possible, like it was just a given, like duh, I was going to hit every goal and more ever, would you be so worried about the time that it's taking to get there? Like, why isn't it mine yet? Why? I want it now. I want it now. Patience, young grasshopper. It's coming. Trust the process. I literally was talking to my husband about this morning too. Like, sure, there's people out there that can do it in 9 months to a year. And my goal as your coach is to help you get there. And I want you to get there fast. Absolutely. But also remember, like, I've been doing this for almost 5 years now, building an online presence. And the difference between me and other people that started at the same time 5 years ago that fell off the face of the earth is that I didn't give up. I keep going. I pivot, I shift, and I evolve. So do not give up, and find things that you can do in your life that light you up. Create experience and adventure and life and presence and gratitude and celebration in the everyday. And that will trickle into how you show up in your business. And I can almost guarantee business will get easier. People will flock to you. People will be attracted to you because your aura is going to be attractive. People want to be in your presence because you're living this life. And it doesn't have to be a life like, I'm not obviously, flying to Greece every day and riding around in a private jet, although one of my mentors is, and like, I can't wait for that to be me. I'm not there yet, but I can share my wins and my successes and my freedom and my daily actions and my, $5 coffee, whatever it might be, to show like this luxury and this pleasure that I'm indulging in, and that I get to teach my clients how to do the same. Right? So that is what I would share there. So let's see. Sandra said, I want to know, how long does a rough season last? I think I've been stuck for 5 years. Such a beautiful question. So Sandra, I wish you were on here so I could have a conversation with you about this. But a rough season, I don't think that there's ever a time, right? For some of us, it's a minute. For some of us, it's a day. For some of us, it's a week, a month, a year, 5 years, 10 years. It changes the day you decide to do something differently. You decide that you are done living in a rough season. It's a decision. It's a choice. It's an intention of like, nope, I'm done. I am no longer available for the rough season. And I don't know what's going on as far as the rough goes. I know some of us go through trauma. Some of us face death. Some of us face sickness and illness and things that just don't make any sense and that aren't fair at all. And we're just like, oh my God, like I just feel like I'm never going to get out of this. But it's in that moment deciding like I'm done. I'm fed up. I am no longer available for this type of rough season energy. I'm choosing that today is the day that my next chapter begins. I'm closing the chapter on the last 5 years of rough, and I'm moving forward today. Now, depending on what the rough season is, if you're stuck in pain and sadness and anger, frustration, trauma, all of these things, I would seek therapy. I would definitely seek therapy. If it's more just like, I just can't get my shit together, you can find a coach, find a support system, find a community, in this group here, like whatever it might be, find support. Because when we are so used to living and we're conditioned to living in a rough season and things really freaking suck, it's sometimes hard to just bounce out of that. Right? And I don't want you to go from like rough season to like, I'm living the most epic life up here. Like just little baby steps from rough season to like, I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm fine here. I'm moving forward. And then we're going to go to good. And I'm good. I'm great. I'm excellent. I'm living my best fucking life up here, right? We're going to take baby steps to get there. But I think the biggest thing is deciding in the moment, I'm done with this. I can stay in this rough season or I can choose again. I don't like this. It's not serving me. It hasn't been serving me. And now is my time where I close that chapter and I start a new one. Seek help, seek support, seek therapy, coaching, community support, whatever that looks like for you. And then start to do little things that shift that vibration for you. So maybe if you've been living in a rough season and you're finding yourself sleeping in a lot, you're pressing snooze a lot, you're kind of living this mediocre lather, rinse, repeat type life, I would just start making little changes. Maybe it's not hitting the snooze button and it's getting your ass out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feet on the floor. Get up. Go do something that makes you happy. Turn on the Christmas music. Pour your coffee. Put some frequency drops in that coffee. Do a dance party in your kitchen while your coffee is being made, right? Do the little things that start to light you up. Little teeny tiny shifts and baby moves, and start to go from rough season to okay, to good, to great, to excellent, to living my best fucking life, right? Take baby steps. It might be a year of I'm okay. I'm not in a rough season anymore. I'm okay. And then it might be a year of being good. And it's going to take us a minute to get to where you want to go. I don't think it has to be an overnight thing, but decide in this moment. Like I'm right now, I can't decide for you. It's you saying I'm done. I am no longer available for this rough season and I'm moving forward. If this is happening for me, what am I going to choose to do with it? If this last 5 years is here for me, if it's happening for me, if it's teaching me something, what am I meant to do with it? What can I do with this to make it mean something? That it was for a reason, right? Kelly, I am obsessed with you. So freaking obsessed with you. I can't even take it. Okay, Sandra, let us know if that helps. And sending you so much love. Like, you're not in this alone. We've got you, girl. Okay, Peyton says, and yes, I drink my coffee with a straw because teeth. Okay, Peyton says, I'm really exhausted and I'm stressed over everything in life at the moment. I'm not sure if it's my period making me hormonal or if I truly am feeling stressed. But I'm tapping into the things that make me feel better, i.e. church, reading, devotionals, etc., and looking at the things I have control over and can do and what I have to leave up to God. Okay, 100%. And I think that that's a really beautiful thing is you're noticing, okay, hormonally, I might be in a cycle right now of like, I'm up and I'm down and I'm up and I'm down. That happens as females. We get a period, most of us. And it goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down, honoring that. And this was a week ago, Peyton, so I wish you were here so I could ask you how you're doing now. But I would say that's exactly what it's all about. It's tapping into the little things that make you feel better. It's not going from night to day. It's not going from low to high. It's going from low to like a little less low, average, and then going higher. It's like a scale. How can you move forward in the emotional guidance scale? And if you don't know what that is, you can Google it, and there's like a whole scale of emotions there. Because these are trying to tell us something. It's the same thing I told Sandra. If this is happening for me, what am I meant to do with it? For me, in those moments of exhaustion and stressed outness, I sit down and I'm quiet, and maybe I'll journal or I'll meditate or something, and I'm just asking, like, what's not working right now? For example, earlier this week, I talked about this on Instagram stories yesterday. I'm in a season where I'm getting back to being really fucking busy, and I don't like it. I don't like being busy. I'm like, why did I create a business? I created a business to have a life. And I feel like right now I don't have a life. So what do I need to do and what do I need to shift? Because this isn't working and it's making me exhausted and stressing me out. And although I love what I do, it's causing me to be frustrated in certain moments where I'm like, oh, I just want to go get a coffee, or oh, I just want to go to that yoga class, but I can't find time in my schedule. That's not okay with me. But I've done that to myself. I've created that. I've gone back into old patterns and old habits. So in moments of exhaustion for me, I sit down and I'm like, okay, what am I in control of? My schedule. And my schedule right now is batshit crazy. What do I need to do to shift out of this? What do I need to do to not be so freaking busy all the time? And it's things like raising my prices, saying no. It's taking on fewer clients. Now, does that suck a little bit money-wise sometimes? Yeah, that does. Like, I could probably make a fuck ton more money if I was busy all the time. But I don't want that. That's not success to me. Success to me doesn't mean anything about the money in the bank. Although it's nice, right? And I've created insane success financially, and I'm so grateful for that. But now I'm in a season of how can I have the life that I love? How can I have the life that I adore? How can I wake up in the morning and have the types of mornings where I can say, ooh, what do I want to do today in between coaching calls? What do I want to do today? Where can I go that's super high vibe that I can take my coaching calls from and shed those high vibes into my client call, and they can ride the high with me? For example, I was talking to one of my mentors yesterday, and she was at this like snowy log cabin, and she sent me a picture of her man building her a fire in his robe, and there's this like sexy man building her a fire, and she's drinking coffee by the Christmas tree, and I'm like, okay, these vibes are everything. And I'm like, how can I bring that to my clients? I can be less busy. I can say no. I can raise my prices so I can work with fewer people and I can give them more attention, right? Whatever that might look like. So for you, Peyton, it's sitting down and it's being like, why am I exhausted and tired and stressed out? 1, hormones. Sure. Honor yourself. Extra self-care this week. 2, what's not working in your life or your business right now that needs to shift? What can you shift? What can you say no to? How can you create spaciousness to be able to flow more versus feeling exhausted and stressed out and like the feeling? I don't want you guys to feel that in the morning. I want you to be able to wake up and have like this lightness and this airiness in your chest of like, what is today going to look like? I'm so excited. My calendar is filled with clients that I'm so freaking jazzed to talk to. My man is next to me, or my woman is next to me, and we are happy. And we're going to go on a date tonight. I'm going to happy hour with my girlfriends, and I get to go on a trip next month. And like, I'm going to go get the coffee because I got the time, right? Those types of things. That's what I want for you. And yes, money is involved in that. And yes, I will help you create financial freedom and success 150%. But I have zero interest in building $1 million business. That means I'm just working all the time and I'm glued to my computer. It doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve my clients. So I went off on a little tangent, but that's what I have for you, Peyton. I hope you are feeling better, my friend. Okay, let's see. Lise says, November is always a month that likes to test me. Although I'm so excited about the coming of winter and the holidays, it's always a crazy time at work. I used to get overwhelmed and really stressed out during this time of year. However, with time, I've learned to adapt. Beautiful. Now, I feel little wisps of stress, but I think that they're just whispers from previous years. I've been taking care of myself lately with my nutrition, and I've gone back to incorporating a regular yoga practice into my schedule. I take time to meditate and to really slow down and get in touch with what my soul needs. Beautiful. I've been saying no a lot more when it comes to those extra things that I just don't feel like doing. I'm also thrilled about the early planning stages of launching my business. I know, girl, I'm so excited for you. Lisa and I had a consultation a couple weeks ago, and she's freaking killing the game. I'm working on getting into the right mindset and getting the basics done. I plan a focused power hour into every single one of my days. Sometimes it's early in the morning before I head to work. Sometimes it's later in the day. However, I've been consistently working towards my goals. I haven't turned Netflix on once this week. Overall, I guess you could say that things are going pretty well on my end. Well, damn. Okay, so she is goals. Lisa's goals for all of us. This is incredible. And I love that you were able, Lisa, to catch that awareness of being like, ooh, I think this stress is like lingering from previous years. Like it's almost a pattern. Does anyone else feel like this time of year, you just get stressed with like out even having a reason of being stressed? It just happens to be this time of year. And you start to think about holiday parties and family things. And I'm going to get in that fight with my mom again. And I'm going to be around my sisters and we always argue. And then like, I'm going to have to battle this person's political views and this person's going to bitch about my business and this person's going to do this. And we start to just like build stress and anxiety around this time of year. Right? So for that, if that happens to you, how can you like basically put on your armor each day during this time of year and really forever, but almost zip yourself up into this energy bubble of like, nothing can get past me. If someone asks about my political views or if they want to bitch about my business, I can simply say like, I'm not available for this conversation. And I can walk away and it doesn't seep into my bubble because I'm zipped up and I'm protected. I've done the things I need to do. I've meditated or I've prayed or I've, journaled or I've had a call with my coach that week because I know it's going to be crazy with all the family stuff or whatever it might be. What are the things you're doing to protect your energy and zip yourself up into that bubble? I love that you noticed that that was a pattern and you're able to kind of shift and choose again. Beautiful. And I love that you're saying no a lot more when you don't feel like doing it. And I'm in the exact same season. When you say yes to something, you say no to something else. I literally just talked to one of my clients about this on our call on Tuesday night. She was saying, I got this opportunity and I got this opportunity, I got this opportunity. And I was like, amazing. Like celebrate these incredible opportunities. People are seeing you. People want what you have to offer, but is it in alignment? Does it feel in alignment when you're already booked solid? She's booked with clients. She works a full-time job. She volunteers for a couple of places. She's got, like all of these things. She's got a boyfriend and a family and friends, and she's always doing something. And I'm like, if you say yes to these things, it means you're saying no to something else in your life. Free time, or being able to go to yoga on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, or extra time with your boyfriend, or maybe you're saying good, no to date nights or whatever that might be. I have no idea, but just beware of that. We all only have 24 hours in a day. And yes, we have the same hours in a day as Beyonce. I get that. But like, I don't know about you, but I don't want something scheduled for every single hour of my day. So when I say yes to an opportunity, I have to say no to something else. And it's the exact reason why I've been getting so many incredible opportunities lately. And I've got a couple things on my sleeve that I'm so excited about that I'm working on with one of my girlfriends. And I'm so honored to have been asked and invited into that. And then my projector soul is like, go, thanks. You see me. I am ready for this. And I'm excited about it. However, when I was invited into that, and the moment I said yes, I realized I'm taking on another responsibility. I'm taking on another thing. What in my life am I going to say no to so I can make space for this? And for me, it has been saying no to things like booking more and more and more and more clients at this lower end and going up to a higher price so I can work with fewer people and give them more of my energy and then be able to have time in my calendar to work on these other things that I'm working on that will serve more people as well. Okay? So just think about it. When I say yes to something, I say no to something else. And am I in a season of wanting to do that? And is it in alignment with me? You can get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, but sometimes it's the universe testing you to say, hey, girlfriend, are you going to honor your boundaries? Are you going to honor your values? Or are you just trying to say yes to everything and being a yes person? I take pride in being a no person, right? Like I love that I get to say no to a lot of things because I honor my energy and it has to be in alignment. If you ask me to do something that doesn't feel good in my soul and I get this feeling of just like, oh, it just doesn't feel right, I love you, but I'm going to say no because I need to honor that. That's my soul guiding the way. It's my soul telling me, good morning, Celia. So many beautiful people. Stephanie, we answered your question too, so make sure to go back and watch the recording if you are here with us. Okay, Kayla said, yeah, Lisa's killing it. Killing it. Kayla says, I'm having such a hard time finding where my ideal client is hanging out. I'm growing, but getting clarity calls has been a struggle lately. Jennifer says, totally my struggle too. I know where she's hanging out, but getting on calls is my biggest challenge right now. Okay. So that being said, let me close this thread. So we've answered everyone. Hold on one second. Turn off commenting. Okay. So that being said, So I wish you guys were here. This would be so much easier. But who are your ideal clients? Where are they hanging out? So for example, I have noticed that actually most of my clients, my ideal clients, hang out on Instagram. They're not really on Facebook. I've noticed that they're in certain groups, but not others. Maybe your people are looking at ads. Maybe your people listen to podcasts. Maybe your people are more so on YouTube. Maybe your people are at yoga classes. Maybe your people are at soccer practice, whatever it might be. Like, who is your ideal client? And start to just dream about where is she hanging out. Now, for me, my ideal client is always someone that's 2 steps behind me, because that's like the most in touch that I am. I've been where she is. I've been where she stands. So I'm going to help her get to where I am now. And she's constantly evolving and growing with me, right? So I really think about, where is she hanging out? Where was I 2 steps ago hanging out? So don't overthink it. Where's she hanging out? You can also use certain hashtags, like if she shops at certain stores, or she eats certain, or she likes certain brands, or eats certain foods, or hangs out and eats at certain restaurants, whatever that might be. You can use that kind of like hashtags as well in your Instagram posts and see where she's hanging out there. But I think the biggest thing is, how are you expanding your audience and getting new eyes on your stuff, especially if you're struggling with clarity calls? One, how are you expanding your market and getting new eyes on your stuff every single day, whether it's Facebook groups or Instagram, or running ads, or, being interviewed on other podcasts, or doing collabs with people and doing networking events, like whatever it might be. How are you getting new eyes on your stuff? Because all of us need to be getting new eyes on our stuff all of the time, right? I have almost 4,000 friends on Facebook. I guarantee 3,800 of them will never hire me. There's a small percentage. So if I'm just like focused on these 10 people, and I'm constantly inviting them, and I'm constantly talking to them, and I'm constantly blasting them, but they're not saying yes, like it's not like, oh, the 15th time though, they'll say yes. The 15th time. No, like, get more people in front of your shit. People need to know what you're doing. You need to find your people, right? They're not always just going to find you, but it is like, I say yes to podcast interviews. I'm interviewed on a lot of podcasts. I have a podcast. I do live videos. I have a free group. I run a YouTube. Like, I do things and I collaborate. I'm in this 12 days of business. I've done summits in the past. Like, I get my name and my face out there. I get in front of new people all the time. I make time in my calendar for that always, because it's so important to me. There's going to be some that are watching this video. You'll never hire me. You never will. You'll hire one of my friends maybe. I don't know. But I can't just preach to you forever and expect that one day you're going to buy, because that's not what it's about. It's an energetic connection thing. Some of you just don't feel energetically connected to me, and I honor that. I respect that. Don't hire me if it doesn't feel good, because it's not going to benefit either of us. But really and truly thinking about, how am I expanding my network? The second thing is, how long have you been doing this? Right? How's your brand? How's your clarity in your messaging? Do people know tangibly what they're going to get from you? Do people feel that trust with you? Have you built that like, know, and trust? Have you built the credibility? Have you celebrated your wins and celebrated your clients' wins and shown up every day? Have you done the things? Have you, been there playing the game? So often I think we get frustrated because we do one live video, and I'm not saying this is you, Kayla, by any means. Love you so much. I've done this as well, where we get so caught up in like the instant gratification. So we do one live video, or we host one 3-day challenge, and we're like, why am I not signing clients? What the hell? And then we're like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I need to change my niche market. Maybe I need to do it again. Maybe I need to do whatever. Like, trust the process. Keep going. Stop second guessing it. It's like an inner knowing. Like, my clients are out there. Amanda Francis says all the time, God's not running out of people that need your help. There are almost 8 billion people in the world. Your clients are out there, but it's an inner knowing of they're here. They're feeling this. They're in my energy. I'm showing up for them. I'm loving on them. I'm nurturing them. I'm adding value to their life. I'm teaching them. I'm celebrating with them. I'm building connection and relationship with them. They're sitting having coffee with me on a Thursday morning in my office as I'm all cozy before I start my workday, right? They know me. You know me. And that's what your clients want to feel with you before they hire you. The other thing is thinking about, do they know that they can have clarity calls? How often do you talk about them, right? So, and I would be curious to see too, Kayla, what your human design is, because this is really interesting. So thinking about, like, I think a lot of times people don't really know, they don't fully grasp and understand coaching unless you're in this world, right? So Kayla, I'm not quite sure what type of coaching you do. But for me, business coaching, now that I do that, most people generally know because coaches are usually typically who hire me. Actually, that is who hires me every time is other coaches. But when I was life coaching and when I was health coaching even, people didn't fully understand that existed unless they were in this world already. But they were like, life coaching, what's life coaching? They didn't understand. So it was my responsibility to not only show them through my life and my experience and my wins and my posts and all of that, but it was also explaining sometimes, doing a live video of like, what the fuck is life coaching? Why does everyone need a life coach? Or what's the missing link for you, not getting what you want in life, and then explaining why that might be a coach for certain people. Maybe I think a lot of times too, like talking about things like clarity calls and soul sessions and discovery calls and consultations, the outside world doesn't know our verbiage. So how are you explaining it in a way that they understand? If you're a Beachbody coach, for example, if you're selling a challenge group, join my challenge group. What the hell is a challenge group? Your ideal client doesn't know, your Beachbody sisters know, but your outside world doesn't know. Same thing with clarity calls. For other coaches, we understand what clarity calls are. But for the 9-to-5 woman that's trying to break out of her cubicle, she doesn't know what a clarity call is. She doesn't know that there's someone out there that can help her necessarily. So how can you put the pieces together and put the pieces of the puzzle together so that she can fully grasp, like, oh my God, I need a soul session. Oh my God, I need a clarity call. This makes so much sense now. I need to sign up with Kayla right now. I need to sign up with Jennifer right now. Like, they have what I want. So really making it clear. I used to be really guilty of this where I would post once about my coaching and then I would wait like 3 more months before I would post about it again because I'm like, well, no one's signing up and I don't want to bug them. But like, I'm sorry, they don't know. 99% of my Facebook never saw that post that I made 3 months ago. So when they scroll for 0.2 seconds and they don't see what I do, they're like, oh, she's just another person who's into personal development. She's talking about her life. Cool, right? They need to know that you have something for them to be a part of. It's so important. And it's different depending too on your human design. So like as a projector, for me, it's different than it's going to be for a generator. And I can talk about that another time too. But really thinking about if you're struggling getting clarity calls, 1, are you expanding your market and getting new eyes on your stuff all the time? 2, have you been doing this and continued to show up and build that like, know, and trust with your audience so that they're ready to take that next step with you? 3, do people know what you do and that they can have a clarity call with you, and do they know what a clarity call is and why it's a game changer? And 4, is it easy to pay you? For a long time too, I think that we are like, why is no one booking? And it's because it's hard to pay us. People are scrolling. They're like, I want to work with Kayla, but I don't know where she doesn't have a website, or like, I think one time she posted a PayPal link, but I have to go scroll through and find it. Like, make it easy for people to pay you. Make it easy for people to pay you. Have it somewhere. Have somewhere you can send them, whether it's even just like a landing page through MailChimp, like totally free, super easy to use, and sending them there before. You don't need a website to get started, but it's so important that you make it easy for people to pay you, and you make it clear what tangibly they're going to walk away with by getting on a clarity call with you. And the other thing I personally believe is, especially like after you've done clarity calls for a minute, I think charging for them so that it's worth your time and it's worth theirs. For example, I don't involve myself in free things that much anymore at all. I only hire people and I only work with people where I'm like paying for it because it's a perceived value in my head. It's not like that for everyone. It took me time to get here. I used to do free clarity calls all the time. I hired coaches that did free clarity calls, but now I work with people that charge. And so I charge because I'm just like that. It's a perceived value. I know when someone gets on a call with me, they're going to walk away with something, even if they never hire me. They're going to get their next step, or they're going to get clarity in something, or they're going to talk through something. They're going to feel lighter. They're going to get more energy. They're going to get more direction. They're going to get more focused. They're going to get excited again, whatever it might be. They're going to walk away with something tangibly, whether they actually hire me or not. So it makes sense that I would charge for that, because they show up to the call and they're like ready to go, and they've got their coffee and they're sitting down and they've got their notes and they're really involved and they're really invested. And when I've done things for free, people are like in their car, their kids are screaming in the back, and they're just like, wait, what did you say? I missed that. Oh, can you hold on a second? And I'm like, okay, I don't play this game. So really just thinking about, you can charge, you can do them for free, whatever feels good for you. But what am I walking away with? If it's just a quick like 15, 20-minute call of, let's see if we're a good fit, I don't think you should charge for that because they're not walking away with anything. I think it's more like, for me, I treat it as a coaching session. You get me for an entire hour in a consultation, and I am in your business life relationship with you, and we're coming up with solutions together, right? Okay, let's see. Celia says, yes, I'm learning to honor my no. Hell yeah, I love that. Yes, I never knew what that was until I had one, thinking about doing a live about what it is and how it helped me. Beautiful. That's great. Share your story, share your experience. I also would say things like that, like why I didn't know I needed a life coach and like how she's changed my life when I had a life coach for the first time, or a relationship coach or whatever, making it really clear, like these people on the outside world, they don't know, they don't speak our lingo. So we have to speak in a way that they're going to understand. Hi, Sarah. Yes, 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 yes. Good morning, Lisa. Celia says, yes, I never knew I needed you to help me with all that I wanted in my business until I hired you. So much clarity and direction. I am obsessed with you. Obsessed with you. Just love you. Celia's freaking killing the game, you guys. Can't even keep up. Lisa says, I'm late to the party, but hey girl, hey. Good morning. Liv, you're so fucking gorgeous. Oh my God, I love seeing you on my break. I love seeing you. I missed you so much on our call last night, but I hope you're having a beautiful day. I just love you. Oh, you just made my day. Thank you. So does anyone else, we have 10 more minutes. Does anyone else have any questions for me or anything you're struggling with that you want my thoughts on? Kayla, thank you so much for asking that question, because like Jennifer said, she also related to it. I know so many of you here probably related to that. So it's something we all struggle with from time to time. Like, don't ever feel bad. Don't ever feel like, oh my God, I'm struggling with this and like I'm embarrassed. Like, you guys, when I ask you what you're struggling with, tell me. That's how you get help and support so that we can get through it together. I don't want you to stay there, because can I tell you, every single one of these things that every single one of you said on this post that you struggled with, I've struggled with at least once in my business over the last 5 years. I promise. Every time I'm like, oh yeah, I remember being there once. Let's get you through it. You don't have to stay there. It's a decision in this moment. I no longer choose to struggle. I no longer choose to stay here. This doesn't feel good. This isn't serving me. I am no longer available for this. And we move forward together. Okay? Decision, 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 decision. I'm going to drink my coffee. My Awakening Blend Oils. It's kind of cold now. Someone called me out on a live video recently, because I bring my coffee and then I don't drink it enough during it. And they're like, isn't that cold? And I literally, my coffee will get cold multiple times a day. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anything else? No? We're done? You guys are maxed? Maxed out on your Olivia time? Awesome. Okay, well, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I also posted in the group about like who's gonna have the best year ever, and I loved everyone that was rallying in that post, like yeah, like ending 2018 and going into 2019. We still have 3 more weeks left of the year, right? 3 or 4. Today's the 6th. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. 31 minus 6. 20, 25, 25, 31 minus 6. Yeah, 25. 25 days left. Oh, 25 days left till the new year. So don't give up. That's over 3 weeks. And so often I see this time of year, we're just like, oh, whatever, I'll just start again next year. You have 3 weeks to get an advantage, 3 weeks to get a leg up, 3 weeks to establish like, know, and trust more with your audience, to then be able to launch something in January and have them actually want to buy it. So don't go MIA. Ride the high vibe, luxury, pleasure, fun vibe of the Christmas season, of the holiday season, and share it. Live your life. Do things that light you up. Do things that make you happy. And that will definitely 150%, I can almost freaking 99.9999999% guarantee you, will ripple into your business, and your business will grow. But you have to make time and spaciousness to do the things that you love and that light you up, and bring that energy into your business instead of the, oh, gritting and grinding and I just need to get this out there. Nobody wants to be part of that energy. They will not sign up for your clarity calls. They will not buy your offers. They will not hire you. They don't want that. Hire a coach who has a life that you want. Hire a coach that practices what she preaches. Hire a coach that has spaciousness and time freedom and enjoys that. Unless you don't want that, then hire the coach that's hustling 24/7, and that's cool too. That's just what you're going to get, because coaches are going to teach based on what they know, right? So I love you. Have the most incredible day. Happy almost Christmas. Happy almost Hanukkah. Well, Hanukkah started, right? Happy almost Kwanzaa. Happy almost New Year. I love you. I see you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys over in the group. Have a happy almost Friday. Bye, guys.